Hey, it's none other than the 26th of June, right? It's about 9 a.m. and the temperature is, what was it? It was 68 degrees. It's getting up to 74 by 4 p.m. It's going to be overcast most of the day, but there won't be any rain. There's no rain predicted, so just put that in your pipe and smoke it is what I would say. We're going to draw our card. Smoke? Yeah, I think there's more smoke coming from Canada, so watch out with your breathing. I have found it harder to breathe, but that's just because you take my breath away, baby, right? Oh, that's Jermaine. The lovers, the lovers. People like this card. You feel happy to see this card, I bet. We see two motherfuckers standing there all naked and shit, and the angel Gabriel is there, like, extending blessings. This is visually similar to the devil, whereas the devil was two people who are imprisoned by chains on their neck that they could take off, but they don't take them off because they are like locked in their forms of thought that are keeping them stuck in life. These people are unchained, they're free. This card is about like the obvious interpretation of like relationships and love. Could be romantic or could be fraternal or even business or familial. It's also about the idea that to love someone you have to like know yourself, because if you don't know yourself, you aren't yourself, so how can you love them? Because there's no you. And how can they love you when there's no you? You have to develop a sense of self. And of course, the main way you're going to develop a sense of self is developing a sense of what makes you feel good and what makes you feel bad. And that will be based on your feelings, your internal intuition, your intuitive emotional understanding. And the more that you do things that make you feel good and don't do things that make you feel bad, the more you'll strengthen that ability to make that judgment over time. Your brain and your haptic nervous system are like a muscle. You know, the more you use them, the more you know how to use them. And that from that sense of what is good and bad for you, not for what's good and bad for society or what's good and bad according to your parents, but what's good and bad according to you, then you'll develop a sense of your values and beliefs and core identity. And of course, the first step in this process is really an awareness of that internal sense of what's good and bad, what's pleasing and what's painful. And meditation does help you develop that awareness, probably more than anything I know of, because it tunes you into what's actually happening right in the moment, rather than your delusions about what you think is happening, or again, what society says is happening, or what your parents say is happening. It tunes you into your actual sensations in the moment, what you hear and smell and taste and feel. Yeah, our feelings are physiological states that we experience in our haptic nervous system. They're not cognitive states, but they can be caused by cognitive states, by thoughts. Yeah, just like if I tell you, if I make you think of biting into a lemon, that will cause a physical change in you that your mouth will water, just thinking about biting into a lemon. But that's a cognition, a thought. It can create a physical change. But yeah, feelings, they're physical, but they can be created by cognitions. What I've said in this video is like some of the most important info you'll ever hear in your entire life. So you might want to rewatch this one if you need to learn, but I'll say it again someday. You know, I love saying the same thing over and over again, as you know. You know what else I love doing over and over again? It's grabbing a cup or a mug, a tankard, a chalice, a glass of stein, a canteen flask, a bottle, a vessel of any kind. Fill it with your favorite liquid. I like coffee. And join me now for the unparalleled pleasure, your dopamine hit of the day, the thing that makes everything better, the simultaneous sip. Go. And all the troubles just melt away. Alrighty, folks. I'm going to be performing at the Comeback Inn tonight at the open mic there, as well as at the Memorial Union on Wednesday. Tonight at around 8 probably. Wednesday, sometime after 7. You never know until the time comes when these things are going to happen. Yeah, just trying to get out more this year and perform more. That's under Mr. Boyfriend, as some of you know me. Some of you know me by that name. But this is Madison Wedler Reports. Alrighty, folks, get out there or stay in there. It's going to be a good one, as good as you make it, because remember, you're as happy as you think you are.